day 17, you guys, and I'm not sure if yesterday I called it day 15, but it was 16. Today is 17, and I just finished taking a shower. I drank a full Thai coconut and half of another one. I haven't taken any herbs today. I took out my herbal tea. I'm gonna try to chug that later. I'm really weak today. When I first woke up and went upstairs, I had to take it really slow. And I had seen all types of colors. And for me, it's hard to tell if I'm just seeing colors because I do see colors already, like I read energy. Or if I was just seeing colors because it was like that lightheadedness of colors, which I still feel like is energy, but whatever. I was very dizzy, very lightheaded. So each step was like, okay, 1 step, 2 steps. And then I just had to crack open the coconuts. Like, just even imagining trying to drink water, it just wasn't a thing. Last night I broke my dry fast at like 12:30 a.m. or 1 a.m. Because at that point I had already surpassed 24 hours since consuming water. So I broke it and I drank, I would say like 2 cups worth of water. And then I didn't get to bed till like 5 a.m. And then I woke up at 8 a.m. So I'm like really exhausted and I just don't feel good. My tongue is not white or not nearly as white, but I still feel like my body is doing a lot, if that makes any sense. Last night was the eclipse, so I made sure I meditated, made sure my house was clean because it's very important that you have a clean house before an eclipse. I won't get into all my beliefs about that right now, but I had a good meditation. I think I even dozed in my meditation. I dozed it was like an hour meditation because when I woke up it was like 1, but I think I dozed like maybe 30 minutes into it. But then I woke up and then I was just up. I think that's another thing that I'm noticing. Like, I'm just not getting sleep. I'm not getting sleep at all. I'm getting like 4 hours because my body just won't sleep. So I low-key kind of have a headache, but I think it's more like a sleep headache. So I just finished showering. I put some shea butter and I put some lavender drops of essential oil in it to try to like calm myself so that I could hopefully doze off. I think it's going to be another take it easy day. Oh, I also woke up with the hugest zit on my temple. It is huge. So I don't know what the hell that's about, but that was random. And it's kind of painful, actually. Actually, no, it's not. It was earlier, but now it's not. So I'm hoping that turns into a whitehead in the next couple days because that will get it popped. That's not cute. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take it easy. I'm just going to try to get some rest. Hopefully I can. When I broke my fast last night, that water tasted so damn good. But now, like, I'm like disgusted by even thinking about drinking water. But it's like, okay, it's day 17. Like, I am almost there. And then my dad starts his fast on Sunday, so he's doing a 10-day fast. So it's like when he finishes, it's the end of my fast too. So then he technically will be, my accountability partner. Because my sister quit on me like day 14. Even though she was behind me by like 6 days. But I understand because it's a mental thing. So if you're not mentally prepared for a long fast, you're probably not going to last. Plus, she also works full time. So I get it, you know? I haven't had any bowel movements these last 2 days. The dry fast was really interesting because, one, I never did it before. But two, it mainly just happened because I was just so weak. I didn't want to go upstairs and get water. And then I was just like, whatever, I could do this. But I don't think I'll ever do that shit again. I'm gonna be honest. I used the bathroom like twice. And by the bathroom, I mean number one. I'm so girly. I don't really like talking about stuff like this, but I just feel like some of you are gonna want to know. But I used the bathroom no, it was like 3 times. One of the times it was such a waste of my time, I was pissed because I had got up and it was like barely anything. And I was like, what the hell? But it makes sense because I didn't drink water for 24 hours. I think that's it, y'all. I gotta just close my eyes. If anything comes to me later, I'll let you know, but I gotta go. So it'll be day 18 tomorrow if I don't come back, and that's really big because I quit last time on this day, so I'm already kind of proud of myself. So, oh, I forgot to mention, as far as weight goes, I'm getting to a size that is kind of too small for me, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but I know that I can gain some weight back as soon as I start eating again. And then I'll probably up my calorie intake just to gain some back a little bit quicker. But I'm really thin. My boobs got smaller and I'm not happy with that. 'Cause I just feel like they're just not the same, you know? And as far as how I feel like it comes in spurts too. So sometimes I feel really terrible. And then sometimes I'm able to power through it, you know? But I honestly think that the just staying still these past couple of, day has really helped me because I've been so active, quote unquote, on the other days that I'm just really trying to just rest as much as I can. I read some journals where a lot of people had a lot of white coatings on their tongue around this time, but I feel like the bulk of the reason why I don't is because, one, I eat really healthy and I'm alkaline vegan, so I feel like I'm probably not experiencing that release of toxins like some people. But I will say yesterday was the first day again that my underarms were ill, you know? It wasn't as bad as it was that day that I smelt myself, but it was still uncomfortable. So today I put my Tom's deodorant on because that's just not cute and I don't like the smell, and it's not repulsive per se, but it's just it's still body odor. I'm not with that. So I use my deodorant again. And then I also put some lavender essential oil under my arms as well. As I, started reading some more journals, I guess this is fairly normal, how you feel. I think the detoxes just come in waves. So it's some moments you could just power through, and then the other waves you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta just sit down because I'm weak, or I'm lightheaded, or I'm nauseous. So I think it's really just about listening to your body. I think that's the biggest thing. So I understand that this might be a challenging fast if you have a job that's very taxing. If you're able to work from home and at your desk and be able to step away, I feel like it's definitely doable. But it's if you have a physically active job where you're standing, and I don't know if I would recommend this fast for this long, you know? I think at that point, shorter fast would probably be more beneficial to you. Like for my dad doing a 10-day fast, you know? And then some people even fast once a week. So you could implement that as well so that you give your body a break just for 24 hours. Or 48 hours or 72 hours, whatever is easier for you and your schedule. But okay, yeah, I think that's it. So today was the first day that I actually, I guess, was able to kind of function without laying down all day. So I somewhat had a little bit more energy. I took like a really quick walk. It was like 5 minutes. And by 5 minutes, it's like going to my mailbox, opening a package outside, walking to the recycle bin, walking back. But it was like the first time I've seen sun in the last few days. But it was extremely hot outside, so it just was not a good idea to stay outside. I took my vitamins today. I feel a little bit nauseated. I'm wanting a sandwich, but I'm not actually hungry. It's like the weirdest thing ever. It's like I have no like will to eat. Like I have so much food in my house, and it's like, it's not like, ooh, I open the cabinet, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta eat this. But at the same time, I also can't wait to eat it, if that makes any sense. It's the weirdest thing. So yeah, today I've been able to kind of work. I just finished, you know, like finishing one of my YouTube videos, and I did a couple emails today. I'm not gonna lie, my stomach being kind of upset. I kind of do just want to like lay back down and kind of fall asleep. I started using this deep sleep meditation music to fall asleep, and it's been working every single time. It's like crazy. I fell asleep like maybe 5 times yesterday throughout the day, and I used it each time to like make myself sleep, and it worked. So I even use it to fall asleep to go to bed. I've still been waking up super early, which I don't want to be doing, but again, from my research, it seems like that happens to a lot of people. Like your brain, I guess, is just so active and like energized, while the rest of you is like, what the hell? The bulk of people only really need 4 to 6 hours, but I'm used to having 8 hours of sleep, so it's like I get annoyed when I wake up past 8 hours. Like, don't wake me up before then. What else could I say? I haven't had any bowel movements. Water wise, I'm not nearly taking as much water as I need to be. I'm kind of hitting maybe 3/4 gallon, maybe half a gallon, because again, I'm still very much so repulsed by water. I'm also kind of getting sick of coconut water too. I think what helps is that every coconut has a different taste, so that at least helps me, because it's like shocking to my taste buds every time. Other than that, I'm just ready for this to be over. But mentally and spiritually, I do feel like there is a shift. Like, I guess I can't really explain it per se, but like I just feel like my gratitude is just so different. Like, we sometimes get so wrapped up in like eating and like life and like stress, and it's like going on this fast is very humbling, because one, you know, there's so many people that are starving, you know what I'm saying? And like, here we are in like Western civilizations, and we don't want to fast for 24 hours. And it's like, it's a really humbling experience, because one, it shows you how capable your body is to do things that you don't think it can, but then it also is kind of a reminder of like how easy we have it here. Even if, you know, obviously everybody's financial situations are different. I know people in America struggle as well, but it's just totally different, you know? Like, it's been very humbling. Also, since I've just kind of been within myself, like I haven't really been holding full conversations with like friends, not even really family. I do feel like I slightly can get irritated if like someone calls me or something like that, because I don't have the energy or the capacity to hold conversations right now. I just don't. It's not that I don't love those people or want to hear from them or anything like that. It's just, my body's going through some things, you know? And reading other people's journals has been crazy because I feel like the bulk of people around this time period have really bad reactions at this point. Like a lot of people have spoke about having flu-like symptoms, cold symptoms, a lot of phlegm, and I don't have any of those things. And honestly, I know a lot of it has to deal with my diet because I eat so healthy. So I'm not really getting those type of reactions. Mine more so is just like depleted energy. That's the biggest thing for me. But like I haven't had like runny nose, I haven't coughed, I have no phlegm. Like literally it's just the principle of just not having energy. So I definitely feel like if you have more of a unhealthy diet or a toxic diet or a toxic environment, this fast around this point may affect you more than it's affecting me. But again, I think that's why when you're fasting, you should start off slow. Like, I don't think anybody should just jump in a 30-day fast. Like, fasting is something that I was already accustomed to because, you know, even growing up, I think like we did fast sometimes. So fasting to me isn't like this like foreign thing. The only thing that has been foreign is how long I'm fasting. So the 17-day was like, wow. And I was so happy that I surpassed that because last time, that 17-day, I was dying. I was like, F this, I gotta eat. I don't want to do this anymore. And then this time it was more like, okay, it's mental. Like, you got this, just push through it. I wish I could experience outside a little bit more, but it's like 110 plus degrees. And like, that's just not a good concoction. So if I ever was to do a prolonged fast again, I feel like I would definitely try to do it in cooler months because it would be really nice to be by a lake or a river or something like that, like just for a little bit, just to like journal and like just to be in nature. But it's just too hot and I'm not trying to die or like pass out and nobody knows where I am. So I just been taking it easy in my house. I had a quick trip that was planned for Sunday and I think I have to cancel it because this time around I think it's just best I kind of just stay put. Because I have a tendency of pushing myself too far when I don't need to. And I think that this is one of those moments because, yeah. Right now, I had one coconut for breakfast. I did not have my detox tea because I just feel like at this point, like I would just gag it. Like, I can't do it. And then I didn't even finish the second coconut because I'm just low-key turned off by that. I'm contemplating if I'm going to dry fast tomorrow just so I could like water again because that really did help when I dry fasted that day and then I drank water the next day. It really allowed me to take more water in, but I guess I would just have to see how I feel tomorrow. Honestly, I just can't wait to get to day 25. I feel like when I get to 25, I feel like then it'll just be like, okay, girl, you're almost there. But like this like influx of like, ooh, you're 18 and you still got to get through 19 and then you got to get through 20 and that's 10 days. Like that's what's driving me crazy because I'm not going to lie. I wanted a sandwich so bad earlier and I haven't had a sandwich and God only knows how long. Like I think my first like real burger was when I was in Bahamas because the bread was made from spelt flour. So I definitely feel like within the last 3 or 4 days, I've just been craving stuff that I don't even normally eat. Like I was thinking about a turkey sandwich. I haven't had turkey in like 6 years maybe. And I was just like, yo, a turkey sandwich right now with some cheese would go down, okay? And it's been like that. It's been a little rough. But other than that, like my energy definitely did shoot up a bit. So I'm kind of excited to see what tomorrow will be like, as far as energy wise, and if I'll be able to get a little bit more done. This damn pimple, can you see? That pimple was so big when I woke up, like, but it's crazy because it did not hurt, but I could see that it was filled with so much pus, and I'm like, the rest of my face, for the most part, like, I don't have like acne. Like every now and then, like especially my chin, I have like chromodomes. They're not really pimples, they're just like chromodomes, which means they're just like bumps, but like they're not poppable per se. Like you technically would go to a dermatologist type thing. So those are there sometimes unless I go to my esthetician and then she gets rid of them. But other than that, I don't have like bumps on my face. So when I woke up and seen that, I was like, dang, like what type of toxins is on my temple though? But I took a shower and I like let the hot water just run over it. And then by the time I got out of the shower, it kind of just popped itself. So I think it was just like, it was a lot going on. So it kind of just popped itself. And then I just did like a chlorophyll mask, which is just powdered chlorophyll. And I added water and a couple of drops of tea tree essential oil. And put that on my face for a while. But other than that, like, I'm just in bed. I think I'll probably stop working now and just kind of relax. I'm obviously gonna have to catch up and work, but I just feel like in this moment, I feel like it's best that I just kind of stay put, you know? So my sister's about to drop some cocos off for me, and that's about it, y'all. So I probably won't update you again for the rest of the day. As far as weight goes, I just feel like I'm like very lean and I just don't want to look like this. So I'm excited to like start eating so I can gain some weight back. And even my boobies, they got really small and I'm like, ew, like what the hell? I'm a double D. Like I'm not about to be not wearing my bras. Like what the hell? So I'm also excited for it to end because of that. Like I don't want to continue to lose any more weight. Yeah, I think I'm done. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.